Guys, Jonah here. Start of a new week, and we're doing a nice, easy beer review. We're doing the last one. I'm getting on top of it. The last one from the Northern Ireland Beer 52 box. And nothing says Ireland more than a beer made in Belgium by Avaans. I guess the name is Irish, sort of. It's Irish Pale Ale, 4.5%, and it says brewed and canned and imported by Avaans, by Beer 52, blah 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 blah. So this beer's never actually been to Ireland, from what I can gather. Um, there must be a connection somewhere. It's Simcoe hops, so that's not Irish either. Is it Irish malts, perhaps? Um, Don't know, doesn't say, gives absolutely nothing away on the can. Is there some connection with Ireland? Perhaps it's green, it's in a green can, and it's called Irish Pale. I'm surprised it's not Session Irish India Pale Ale. Some absolute nonsense. I'm hoping the malt has got some connection with Ireland, because otherwise it's just the name. Maybe Beer 52 went to Avaans and said, hey, you've made a couple of beers for us anyway. Could you make just a random pale ale and call it Irish? And see what we get. Hey, usually they do some good beers, actually. But yeah, it's got some oats in there. It's got Pilsner malt. It's got wheat in there too, covering all the bases. But are they maybe malted in Ireland? Is there a Northern Irish maltster? Don't know if there is. Anyway, let's get this bad boy into a glass. We shall see what we get. Looks like it's a hazy beer. No surprise there with the kind of more modern style type beers and all that kind of stuff. Right, let's do one of these. Yeah, let's hold it that way round, because otherwise no one will know exactly what's going on. And then a cheeky grin, as I usually do. It is quite clear. And apparently the base malt is a Pilsner malt. So it's going to be quite lager-like, I imagine. Although got a bit of haze, probably because of the wheat, probably because of the oats in there. Yep, nothing through there. Head-wise, I have kind of created the head. Not much, half a finger's head on there. So nothing to write home about so far. It's very similar to one of the beers I had earlier on using a Pilsner malt. Is that a thing for pale ales these days? Can definitely smell the yeast in there, but there's something maybe, yeah, a bit yeasty, maybe a little bit spicy too. Like a clovey thing, Belgian beer, maybe using a Belgian style yeast, perhaps. No banana though. Yeah, more clove, more a spicy kind of thing. Maybe a little bit of touch of the herbal kind of notes on the nose. And it's meant to be Simcoe, so you would have thought orange, grapefruity type thing, but not on the nose, dear viewer, not on the nose. If you're new to the channel, why not think about subscribing? If you're been here for a while, why not let me know? See what you think of these reviews. Get a few people watching my reviews, but not many people leaving comments. So please leave me a comment, even if it's just to say hello, and I'll join you down below. Cheers and beers. Okay. that is surprisingly, because it's Simcoe hops, surprisingly clean and crisp and that kind of thing. There is a tiny bit of juiciness in there, but it's really light. So this is not a heavily hopped beer. There's definitely not a dry hopped beer, or not, like normal, because of the lack of the nose too. There is, hmm, there is a sort of wheat beer, Weiss beer, wit beer type thing going on, but it's nice and mellow. It's not too strong. It's 4.5, so that is definitely within the pale ale part of the Irish pale ale. Oh, are they making a joke? Is it IPA, but it's Irish pale ale? It's not going to focus on there, is it? There we go. 4.5% in the 330 can. So this is an IPA, but it is a pale ale too. That's really sly. Maybe they're having a joke specifically at me because I do not like the word session. It's ridiculous. My missus, she does not like the word session when describing beer, especially when I'm out all day and all night and come home after 16, 17 beers, or whatever it is, absolutely hammered. But I'm not going to be doing that on a 4.5% beer, especially a 330. There is a nice hop bitterness, similar to a kind of way a lager might be. Um, so yeah, if this is solely Simcoe, number one, I'd be surprised, but maybe. Um, but I think it's used really well in this beer. The juiciness is there, the kind of fruitiness is there, but it's very much subdued. But the hopping, the actual bite, the bitterness, the IBUs, which I don't know what it is, there's definitely a little bit of a bite up front. So it will keep your lager people happy. I'm still trying to work out. That was a sneaky belch there, dear viewer. Um, yeah, trying to work out what the connection with Ireland is, um, and Northern Ireland, especially. I'm liking the grain bill too. Um, it's not sweet, um, like a Bohemian kind of Pilsner or Pils. Um, it's more like a dry, um, yeah, a dry sort of Pils. Holston, do you remember Holston Pils and that type of thing? Even though that was just typical lager, this is a pale ale, not a lager. But just the fact that it's got a Pilsner malt in it instead of something a bit more, um, especially things like Marisota, Optic, those type things. Maybe 6 row, not 2 row, but a more sort of biscuity, not a bready biscuit, but like a snap biscuit with cheese, that kind of thing, a cracker. That's what I was looking at. More of a cracker type malt, which is nice. This is exactly the beer that if someone, and I don't know, anyone that's kind of interested in beer is probably tried some IPAs now. But for people that specifically only drink lager, which are the people like that these days? Who knows? There might be some lager people. Um, this, unlike a ridiculous Simcoe mad hop, um, this would be perfect for them. The only danger is they'll go, oh yeah, Simcoe, I like that hop. See it on a mad IPA, drink it and go, oh Jesus Christ, this is like an orange milkshake, whereas this isn't. Perhaps the bitterness there is coming from the kind of citrusy type, you know, more of the grapefruity thing, if that makes sense. So maybe from that point of view, Simcoe is quite a good idea. Um, Maybe I just don't like Simcoe in a dry hop. That sounds weird, but as a bittering hop, I think it works really well, especially in something like this. There we go. And for those of you that are liking that kind of foam, definitely got 3 lines. We've got some sort of raging, does that look like a sort of moustache or perhaps some sort of long kind of Eastern dragon, like a pair of Eastern dragons there. And we should have some, yes, looking at me the other way as well. Or perhaps some sort of dinosaur looking things in Foam Watch today. Looking really good. Avaans, the Belgian masters. I think they've done quite a good job with this. I think they are one of those breweries that does do a lot of contract brewing. Maybe not in the Belgium style, although they can do, because I'm sure I've had a Belgian beer, but they're willing to do some experimental stuff, especially if you're contracted to Beer 52, which I'm sure they are. And in this case, made a quite nice Irish Pale Ale at 4.5. That is perfect for a school night. Dear viewer, this has been your loving Uncle Jonah drinking beer so you guys don't have to. And thank you for letting me into your home. Like I say, if you click like and all that kind of stuff, it does help me out. It appeases the YouTube gods, as does leaving a comment down below. I will see you down there. Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? But until then, Uncle Jonah will return with another beer review real soon.